Hi, I'm so sorry. I was just in my own little world there for a minute. Here, we can get all this out of your way. Just put this over here. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry. I was just helping Rosie with some of the washing and some of the chores around here. You know, sometimes the lull between the midday and the evening meal, there's not a whole lot for me to do out here in the tavern, so I help out where I can. I like to keep busy. Anyway, would you like a nice refreshing drink on this warm summer day? Actually, you know what? I have something brand new that I'd love to show you. Does that sound good? Okay, well here, let me show you and I'll tell you about it and then you can decide. Otherwise, of course, I always have your favorite elderflower ale too. Okay, but this one, I just opened it today. And if I do say so myself, it is pretty good. So this is a mead. So unlike an ale, this one is going to be just a little bit sweeter, a little less dry per se in the flavor index. And this one, I've added some lovely summer tones to it to make just a wonderful, refreshing summer mead for the people of Whisperwind. So this one has quite a bit of honey in it. Give it that nice, smooth, slightly sweet flavor. And then I also added a bit more than a hint of, I suppose, of citrus. Give it just a little bit of zest. Just, not overpowering, of course, but just a bit of a pop of citrus to give you that really summery, refreshing feel. I just opened this bottle today, and it's actually rather popular during our midday meal. Not that it's super busy in here, but people who tried it seem to like it. So, if you'd like, I can pour you a glass of this. On the house, of course, until we know if you like it or not. Yeah? Okay. I mean, otherwise, I do always have your favorite here, too. Elderflower ale. You want to try the new one? Wonderful. I was hoping you would say that. Here, let me find... Yeah, that one's clean. All right. Here we are. There. All right, why don't you give that a taste? See if you like that, okay? Like I said, it's been kind of a hit today so far. Now, there are a lot of people in Whisperwind who, well, they like things to stay the way that they've always been. They don't necessarily like new things. But if they're willing to venture out and try something new, my drinks rarely disappoint. Let's just say that. What do you think of that? Oh, you like it? Good. I was hoping that you would. Wonderful. Well, you sit and enjoy that. So, what's new with the mysterious and brave traveler in Whisperwind today? Oh, you're going on a new journey. Oh, I was sort of kidding. I guess with you I shouldn't be surprised, should I? Well, what strange, far-off land is your next destination? Tivermack? Oh, that's rather far. You know that, right? Okay, just making sure. I mean, the journey there alone is going to take you several days. And then, of course, there's the business that you'll do in Tivermack, and then your return journey. You're going to be gone for quite some time. Okay, well, as long as you know that. What takes you to Tivermack, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, something for Clea. Oh, it's private. Oh. Okay. No, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Well, I hope it goes well for you. Whatever it is that you're seeking in Tivermack. I hope that you find it. Yeah. When are you leaving? Tomorrow morning. You sure don't waste any time, do you? Alright, well, I suppose you'll be wanting some supplies for your journey, seeing as, like I said, it is quite a long journey. Would you like me to, talk to Rosie and see if she can't put together some different food and other things for you for the road? Yeah, of course. No, I don't mind. Yeah, get you some fresh bread and maybe some salted meat and yeah, maybe some other things. Maybe I could pack you a little wineskin of your favorite elderflower ale to have on the road. Or to have in Tivermack too. You know, since it's my own personal recipe, I'm sure you won't get it for a while. Sure, yeah. I've got some wineskins around here somewhere. Yeah, I'll find one. Get you some of that for you. Yeah. Do you know how to get to Tivermack? No. Okay. Well, do you have a map of the kingdom yet? You know, you really should pick one of those up, seeing as you are a traveler in a land that you don't know. You really should have a map by now. You know what? I actually picked up a map. Well, I had Isabel pick one up for me last time she traveled to Danwood. I could show you where Tivermack is and how to get there if you'd like. Yeah, sure. Let me, where did I put that? Somewhere around here. Here we go. I knew I had it somewhere around here. You know, you ask enough questions that I figured it was about time that at least one of us had a good map of the kingdom. Now, I'm afraid that this one isn't quite as colorful and lovely as that antique one that Victoria has in the Whisperwind Library and Learning Center, but it gets the job done. Alright, let's get this unwrapped. Take a look at it. There we are. Okay, where did that? Here. Grab that clean glass. And can I borrow this one? Thanks. I'll give it back, don't worry. Alright, so here we have the Kingdom of Meladia. Now, as you know, here we are, all the way up here in Whisperwind, right at the southern border of the Crescent Forest that covers the north and the western regions of our kingdom. Now, you've already been down here to Eshan, that wonderful, rich city with its buildings of parliament and propriety and whatever else. You've been there. I'll let you form your own opinions about the city of Eshan. Anyway, so you have been to Eshan already. Now, to get to Eshan, you went south from Whisperwind, stayed at Danwood for the evening, and then, okay, the Dewdrop Inn isn't on this map, but, you know, it's about here or so, and then went down to Eshan. And that journey took you about 3 days. Now, to get to Tivermack is going to take you quite a bit longer, because, as you see, Tivermack is, if you start at Eshan and go due east, you'll get about to Tivermack. Now, my best bet for traveling to Tivermack, my advice would be to do just that, to go south from Whisperwind down to Eshan, then you can cross the river right at Eshan, and then head east to Tivermack from there. Now, technically, that's not the fastest route per se. I mean, as far as the crow flies, at least. But the road from Eshon to Tivermack, I know that there is a road there. It's a major trading route, and there's plenty of guards and little cities along the way, little towns that you can stay in for the night. So it'll be quite a nice journey. Now, technically, if you wanted to get there faster, you could maybe go down to Danwood and cross the river at Danwood and then cut through this forest here to Tivermack. Probably shave a whole day or two off of your journey. But here's the thing. I know nothing about that forest. I honestly don't. I have no idea what sort of creatures live there, if there's even a road there, let alone a well-maintained one. So normally my rule of thumb is that if you don't know a forest, you should stay out of it. But I mean, distance-wise, it's definitely shorter. Of course, it might also be difficult terrain inside the forest, and so it might take you longer anyway. Who knows? Now, maybe if you were in Danwood and you found somebody, you asked around and found someone who knew the forest and they could serve as a guide, then, maybe it would be a safe way. But as far as I know, all of the traders who travel from Tivermack to Eshon and to other places in the kingdom, they all take the major trading route. Personally, I think there's a reason why. So, from Whisperwind down to Danwood, to that Dewdrop Inn that you stayed in before, to Eshon, across the river, and east to the little towns around here until you get to Tivermack. The whole journey will most likely take you the better part of a week. Yeah, it's quite the distance to Tivermack. But if you're so determined to go, then that's the way that I would go anyway. Of course, I have no right to stop you. You can take whichever path you choose. Would you like to take this map with you? Yeah, no, I don't mind. I honestly don't really need a map of the kingdom. I picked it up for you. Well, at least so I could show you how to get to places. So, if this will aid in your journey, I'm happy to part with it. At least for now, anyway. You do have to bring it back. Make sure that you have to come back to Whisperwind. Don't go falling in love with Tivermack or any of the other cities along the way and don't come back to us, okay? It was really quiet the last time you left. I mean, I don't have any right to tell you where to go or not go or where you have to come back to, but you would be missed. You were missed when you were in Eshon. Anyway, sorry. Enough of that. Can I top off your drink for you? Yeah, sure. There we go. Who, me? Nope, I've never been to Tivermack. My father, when I lived in Eshon, he had some business partners that lived in Tivermack, and so they, traveled back and forth now and then for different business matters, mostly different trade and things like that. It is quite the bustling trade city, but it's not a city that my father particularly liked going to. He always said it lacked the propriety of Eshon, which means I would probably really enjoy it. I always asked to accompany him on his trips, but I was still rather young and had a knack for getting in trouble even within Eshon. Tivermack was probably not a good place for me, at least in his eyes. But I've heard that it's just sort of a collection of all different kinds of people. People coming and going from the sea and from other places in the kingdom too. In fact, my father said that it's It's a city that's built, it's a port city, so it's right on the water. But he said that some of the city is actually built literally on the water. Like there are all these docks that sort of crisscross, and they're wide enough and strong enough that some of the buildings are actually right on the docks within the city, and that actually makes up part of the city. Sounds fascinating. I can't picture that really. I would love to see it. If while you're there you happen to find somebody who's selling a map, would you pick one up for me? I'll pay you back with it, of course. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I would love to see that. Who knows? It might be quite the adventure that you have in Tivermack. Well, can you think of anything else that you need for your journey from here? Just some food and basic supplies, sure. Have you, oh, Cleo was the one that sent you on the journey, so obviously you've stopped by her shop. Okay, sounds good. Well, it's probably all you're gonna need then. A map and some food and maybe some ale to give you some comfort on the road. Okay. Well, I mean, it'll probably be a while before you're back, but don't stay away too long, okay? Okay. Well, I suppose you'll probably be in bed long before I am tonight, so I'll make sure that I leave the supplies and everything outside of your room, just like before, okay? Okay. Well, safe travels, traveler. See you when you get back.